Hello, everyone. My name is Holly Pena, and this is my leadership growth portfolio. Throughout this semester, I've had the opportunity to learn more about leadership, not only through the concepts we studied in class, but also through reflecting on my own experiences. This presentation highlights the growth that I've experienced, the leadership skills I have developed, and the goals I have moving forward. This semester helped me realize that leadership isn't just about being the person in charge. It's about influencing others in a positive way and continuously improving yourself. One of my biggest accomplishments was improving my communication skills. Throughout the semester, I became more comfortable participating in class discussions and expressing my ideas. Completing the leadership reflection journals also encouraged me to think more deeply about my strengths and areas for growth. I also learned several leadership theories that changed how I think about leadership. Instead of seeing it as a position, I now see it as a process of motivating, supporting, and working with others toward a common goal. Overall, I feel much more confident in my ability to contribute as a leader. Although I've grown this semester, I also recognize there are areas where I can continue improving. Some of my strengths include being responsible, organized, and a good listener. These qualities help me build trust with others and stay dependable when working on projects. However, I want to become better at delegating responsibilities instead of trying to do everything myself. I also want to become more confident when speaking up and giving constructive feedback. Finally, I'd like to improve how I manage stress during busy periods because effective leaders stay calm and help others stay focused. Leadership is a continuous learning process, and I know there is always room to grow. My three leadership goals reflect what I've learned throughout this course. My first goal is to increase my self awareness as a leader. I want to continue understanding my strengths, weaknesses, and how my actions affect others. My second goal is to deepen my understanding of ethics and leadership. This course taught me that leadership is not only about achieving results, but also about making honest and responsible decisions. My third goal is to continue developing my personal leadership philosophy. I want my leadership style to reflect integrity, empathy, and a genuine desire to help others succeed. These goals are important because they will help me become a stronger leader both academically and professionally. To achieve these goals, I have created a simple action plan. First, I plan to participate more actively in class discussions and future group projects so I can continue practicing communication and leadership. Second, I'd like to volunteer for leadership opportunities both on campus and in my community because leadership develops through experience. Finally, I plan to continue reflecting on my leadership experiences and looking for feedback so I can keep improving over time. One example of applying leadership this semester happened during one of my group presentations. I naturally took on a transformational leadership approach by encouraging my teammates throughout the project. I helped divide responsibilities fairly based on everyone's strengths and made sure each person understood their role. Whenever small disagreements came up, I focused on keeping everyone positive and finding solutions that worked for the whole group instead of creating conflict. As a result, our project was completed successfully, everyone contributed, and we worked well together. This experience showed me that leadership is about motivating others and helping a team succeed together. My personal philosophy of leadership is that leadership is about serving others, acting with integrity, and inspiring people to become the best version of themselves. Two leadership theories really influenced my thinking this semester. The first is servant leadership, which focuses on putting others first and supporting their growth. And the second is transformational leadership, which emphasizes inspiring others, creating positive change, and encouraging people to reach shared goals. By combining these two approaches, I hope to become a leader who supports others while also motivating them to achieve success together. My top true colors personality type was orange. People with the orange personality are energetic, hands on, adaptable, and enjoy solving problems. I recognized many of these qualities in myself because I enjoy taking initiative and finding practical solutions when challenges arise. Ethics and leadership are closely connected because people are more willing to follow leaders they trust. Ethical leaders demonstrate honesty, fairness, accountability, and respect for others. Throughout this course, I've learned that making ethical decisions is just as important as achieving results because strong leadership is built on trust. These pictures represent several leadership experiences I've had this semester. The first example, the first two pictures, was planning my family's trip to Disney and Universal. I organized the Airbnb reservation, researched the parks, planned our itinerary, and decided which attractions we would prioritize so everyone could enjoy the trip efficiently. I also went ahead and created an Excel spreadsheet that tracked all of our expected expenses, including accommodations, tickets, transportation, food, and other costs, so we could estimate our total budget and stay organized throughout the planning process. This experience required me to communicate with my family, make decisions that considered everyone's preferences, and solve problems before they happened. It showed me that leadership can happen in everyday situations and not just in the classroom. Another example, which is the screenshot of my notes, was during one of my group projects where I often helped organize tasks, communicate with my teammates, and keep everyone on track. The first picture in the last row was when I participated in a volunteer event supporting Venezuela after the earthquake. That experience reminded me that leadership also means serving and helping others during difficult times. The last picture was how I led a DIY flower workshop for girls at my church. And as the instructor, I guided the activity, answered questions, and helped everyone feel included. These experiences allowed me to practice leadership in different settings outside of the classroom. Looking back, this semester has changed the way I think about leadership. I've learned that leadership isn't about having authority, it's about serving others, communicating effectively, and acting with integrity. I am most proud of becoming more confident and recognizing that leadership is something I can practice every day, even in small situations. Moving forward, I hope to continue developing into a leader who inspires others, makes ethical decisions, and creates positive change in every environment I'm part of. Thank you so much for listening, and that's all.